And we are back. Yan, yan. Ah, nagkaon lang. Nagkaon.
Okay, let's see where this leads.
Well, look at that. What is this? Okay, sorry na. We can go there. We can also go here. Take this route. Tignan muna natin kung anong meron dito. Dito ang taas ah. Might as well check. Bago tayo bumaba. Go Aloy! Here we go. That's a long way down. Pero buti wala na siyang fall damage. Right? Sobrang taas hindi namatay si A. Uy oh, may error dun eh. Something's wrong with that one. Ayan, may bawas na. Sabi mo walang fall damage. USA. Okay. Eh, wala naman palang masyado. Except for these. Ano to? Nope. Saan mo nalagay yung... Oh, oops, wala na yung lubid. Nandiyan na doon pa rin. Right. Got a few stuff. Mount. We cannot.
The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way.
There's something doon. Yes, so we'll be going this way. Ako, may batang pinaliliguan. Oops. Just wanna be sure.
There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebags. So they did come through here. They must have gotten trapped.
Wala
I have
silang...
to take them out before I can look around.
Dead.
Okay. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from.
Well, before we do that, let's get this. Hey, there are a bunch of stuff here too. Okay. They're not gonna fall. And what do we have here? Ano ba yan? Get a bunch of
I can
stuff.
grab this from my stash later.
Dapat pala nag-upgrade muna tayo ng And there's a crystal back. Do you have anything else here to use? Yep, nothing. Eh, ganun pa dun, oh. Hindi naman natin ginamit.
There's a lot of smoke. Looks like the mine runs pretty far back.
Oh, that's a nice move.
There's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. There's a note on one of the barrels.
Alright.
There's a dead end. Bristlebacks must have collapsed these tracks too.
Do we go there? I guess we do. Is that a new sound or an old one? Parang old. Yung bata naman, binaiyak nyo. It's a bit... God, it's dark in here. Wala na.
It's addressed to Olvind. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Olvind must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
That's it. Let's check out the shipping manifest. 24 barrels of blaze, 4 shovels, 9 hammers, 1 giving Spitfire, delivered in full. Yada yada yada. Javad. Not much there. So we head back. Tapos may kasalubong. Pero gusto ko tong kahit wala ng power
So
stone.
Olvind was secretly blasting in the mine. Trying to squeeze it for all it's worth.
Shield.
Until Bristleback stampeded through.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
the explosions blew a way open? But from where?
Cool. That makes traversing a lot easier. Let's go, my trusty steed. Saan tayo punta? Kasi dumadaan.
This will be in my stash when I need it.
What's here? A bunch of stuff, actually. Might as well check it out. I got that, and I got that. Ano naman kalaban? Which is always a good thing. Oh ho! Hello.
We must be patient. Please, leave us alone. We
Ganon?
have nothing for you. We
But-
must be patient.
Hindi pwedeng...
Our path will be revealed.
Well, where...
That's what you say. There's another one here. Hindi rin natin maakit kasi nga sarado. Oh, sarado.
These people are. I guess they want to be left alone.
Yeah, said that already. There's a rappel point there, but since we can't take that route, sheesh. Let's go, my trusty steed. What's that? That's a trap.
Dead machines. And a trap. Looks like someone's been trying to keep this trail clear.
Hey, saw one there. What is this?
Useful for making dyes.
Baba tayo. There are a bunch of stuff there. Hey, would you look at this? I don't think can we? Di natin kaya to. I think we have to wait until we have the right equipment for that.
Rolling on me. I can send it to my stash.
Tama na. Hey! It's like magic. Let's go. Charger. Let's do a quick save here. Hindi nga pala pwede. Teka, may kalaban dun ah. It's always... Let's do that. Hey. Snipe lang. Banat lang ng banat. Naghahanap sa atin. Wala naman. Let's head back. Check kung meron pa tayong side quests. Ano to? Yung main. Bristlebacks. Balik tayo sa ano. Enduring learning machines. Like, let's do that later. Jobs. Nothing there. Pit. Alright, let's go. Wait, relic from the ruins? What do you mean relic from the ruins? Find the origins of the ornament. Okay. Let's go. Shit. Hanapin mo yung ano ko So pala yun. Hindi ka namin napansin. Bigla ka na lang lumabas. Meron pa? Sino isa? Meron pang isa. What is? What's up with this? Ang dami siya akin Why is that?
Maybe is it enough?
Hey, no! Repair, kaya mo na yan. Okay. That's where it is. Got it. What was that? Saan yan? You know what? Let's just ride. Hurry up, charger. Bagal lang talaga niya.
We'll leave this mount outside.
Is the store open?
So he asked, "Did you mean this?"
Okay.
And he
Workbench.
showed me.
Workbench. Tignan natin kung ano pwedeng gawin. You know. Aha! Which one though? Shock grip caster. Ay, kasi full upgraded na. Anyway, that's nice. Metal shards. Do that. Ano mangyari? Additional damage. Okay. We can do it. Let's do that. Kaya maganda talagang diba? Side quest lang. Nice. Next. To level 2. I know, mechanism box regulator. Tapos, amazing. We have everything we need. Nice. Haha. Amazing. Okay, we got all that. Ouch! Upgrades. We can do this. Tripwires. At ba hindi mo siya? Squirrel hides. Prairie dog bone yung kailangan natin. Wala pa tayo ng mga yan. Feeling ko sa Forbidden West pa yan. Potion crafting. Ooh, cool. So, pero sagad na ata to. Ayaw mo kaya natin gawin ito. Ayun, ayun na pala. Ay, what? May meron palang... Ano naman to? The damage when overdrawing a weapon. Oh. Pala yun. Ano naman to? Cures all elements and subspecs plus 30 limit. That's nice. Let's do this. Can we do that? Dina.
A flathead.
Lagay natin. No! Magbawas tayo ng dala natin. Ano? Ito. Sobrang dami. Sa inventory natin. Resources. Got a bunch of stuff. Tools. Ano to? Store. Store. 2. Tapos. So we can create stuff. Gawa tayo na stuff. Ito. And then, ito, parang damage kasi ito eh. Yaw. Okay. Saan na yan?
How goes it, Hammerhead? To the flame.
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback Trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. I need to go.
Of course.
If I'm gonna find out where the Bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
Good. Let's do that. Oh, wait. What does this do? Wait, buy R1. Sure. Why can't... Ayaw. Three minutes. It doesn't restores very rare. Let's do that. Milli. Gen. Wait till there's 15 minutes restores. How do we do this? We buy this using what? It doesn't cost any though. Oh, okay. Not enough. Okay. Oh, you already have it. Pag tagal, ayan na. May cost na. Eh. Local costs metal shards. That makes sense. Now I want to learn the game. Let's do
Hey,
it.
Ray.
Boy,
Ray,
change your mind about that
welcome
brew?
back.
Let's see. What does this game do? Beginner's tutorial. Yan. Ready to start beginner's tutorial? Yeah,
All
let's
right,
do it.
let's start off simple. The
Sheesh.
Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines.
Okay.
It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Mm-hmm.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move,
Okay.
how powerful their attacks are,
Okay.
the distance they can strike from,
Okay.
and of course, their health.
Alright.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go.
Interesting game.
I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go.
Awesome.
Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up
All
that
right.
machine piece to your right, and move it forward.
Which one? To my right. That's left. This is right. Okay. I can also use this. That's in your info. Let's check there. It's the same. We have the same pieces.
And
X and
remember,
then we can
each
move to-
machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
Okay.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round. So go...
Good.
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your
overcharge.
turn.
No, I want to overcharge.
We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you.
Interesting.
This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first.
Okay.
Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my... When performing an attack,
since harap
you'll be
kasi.
testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power.
Okay.
And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points.
Okay.
Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Yep. Yeah. let's
Knew
keep
you were a
going.
smart one. Finish
I
up
am.
by attacking my machine. Not
Okay.
pulling any punches, huh?
Why
Now
would
grab that second machine of yours.
I? Let's do that.
See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further.
But
Try it out.
okay.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points.
I see.
So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean.
Yeah, let's do that. Overcharge.
That's about it for your turn then. Now,
Quite
I'll
amused,
let
no?
you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it.
Okay.
Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine.
Oh.
Now let that machine have it.
Have it. Have it.
Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points.
Alright.
You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going.
Alright.
Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece.
Cool.
You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack and by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine.
But that's
But
alright.
sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth.
Ah.
Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor.
Got it.
Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just
Yep.
remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be
Alright.
surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I
Understood.
know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers.
Strike
They've
carvers.
got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor. Though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players.
Okay.
Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Okay. Done. Ooh, would you look at that? That's a pretty tree. Challenges. Let's do this. Let's do all of the tutorials. We get to see their sims. Alright.
Ah, I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How
How
about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines.
Okay. Machines, you say? What? 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 Oh, I need to select.
Now let's take a
Obviously.
look at your machine's combat power.
+1.
Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine.
Okay.
Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha! See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well.
Ooh.
That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you.
Sure.
All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn.
Make an arm.
Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left.
Why would I do that?
See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Got it. Okay.
Here for more tips?
Yeah.
Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left.
Machine on my left.
All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type.
Melee type.
You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on.
What is it?
A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff.
All right.
Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner-type machine here.
Gunner time.
This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range.
Ah.
Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the... Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash-type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all.
Ah.
Here, I'll show you.
Please do.
Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set.
Yep.
If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before.
Yep.
There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
Okay, let's do one game after all of that explaining. Easy.
Good luck.
Alrighty. My turn. I don't have any piece on the board. What do I do? I choose where to place them. Very interesting. You know what? Let's have one here. Oh.
You're up, Red.
Crap. I could just end my turn, right? And my key. Can I go? Alright. What do I need to go? Try the other one. Rotate. That's it. How do I yawn?
Time to get serious.
That's serious.
Your move, Red.
Cool. What is this? Let's do that. And I guess we can do this. And if I overcharge, I can attack again. Yeah, I can.
You got me down to one piece. I am impressed.
Huh. You're just weak. Crap.
Ah, off the board it goes. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. Jesus.
Let's do this!
I was not expecting that. My turn.
Okay, let's see.
Cool.
Your turn. A single machine left? That ain't good. Armor is a machine's best defense. My turn.
You sheesh.
That's it for me.
I can rotate, right?
You got me. Fair and square.
Okay. That's what I got. It's nice and all. I thought of even creating. Ah, there's another one. What's my set then?
Let's
try.
play.
There, we have 4. Climb, climb. Combat.
Board's all yours.
That's what you think. What's it doing? Why can so you can
Time to
only
make my move.
2 pieces per turn. I forgot about that.
Board's all yours.
I said that already.
I'm up. Your move, Red.
Here we go. Since this is 4, I could just move this here. Attack.
Armor is your best friend in this game, I'm telling you.
Shit. Paling hayop na yan. Yo.
Knocked right off the board.
Cool.
Time to get
Shit,
serious.
weakness. Oh. Nicely done. I've
One
overcharged.
less piece on the board.
Shit.
That was brutal.
I
up.
end my turn.
Ah, down to 1 piece. I might win this thing.
That's what you thunk. Shit, kulit ang mga ka-atake. Let's do that.
Well, that's done now.
Overcharge 2. 2 damage 3. I could just end my turn. Can I attack again? No. Wait, why can't I? Ah, kasi 2 pieces, since 1 piece na lang to. I get to attack with it again. What if I move here? And do that. Or, wait. Ano ba to? Movement 2. So, if I sprint here, and then rotate like that. 1, 2. Okay, sprint din siya. I can do it here. And then attack.
Ah, not that easy to get through my machine's armor, is it?
But I can overcharge. Like
Oh,
that.
I thought I had that one.
Got it. Nice. 75 shards. Not worth my time. Meron pang heart. Alright, let's finish this. All of it.
Here we go.
Crap, we have a lot. My turn. Burrower. Burrower. Hill terrain.
That's it for me.
Magulpin tayo.
My turn. Your turn. Okay, let's see.
They're here.
You're up, Red.
Ito yung may ano, no? Interesting. Ito yun. Crap! That's not a good move, pala. Because you're already there. Might as well overcharge.
Knocked right off the board. One less piece on the board.
Ano yung ginagawa mo dyan? Jesus.
Your turn. That was brutal.
It's not.
Time to make my move. Board's all yours.
Shut up, fool. Malik, turn. Can I turn this? Shit.
Okay, let's see.
Siya lang din ginalaw. What? Bakit dalawa ginalaw mo?
Well, that's done now.
Overcharge. Tinakas niya yung deck. Magkita kayo.
Off the board it goes.
Tapos...
Well, that's done now. Your move, Red.
This is a good move, right?
Lucky me, you hit armor.
Shut up.
I got a tough fight ahead of me.
I can overcharge and attack this. Ayun ang pwede mata.
Time to get serious.
Nice move.
Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge.
Bonk.
Ah, looks like I lost.
You did. Last one. Set 2 strike pieces. To create a custom set, you must use at least 7 set of points to play this game. I want. Ano ba to? High ground. That. I can have another run. Okay. Shit, can I? How do I remove this? Remove piece. That. So we already have 10. Tama? Where's the setup? Ayun yung kalabang ko. Dalawang kanon. Gayahan kaya natin. Remove natin. So, 1, 2. 1, 2. Wala ako ng isa na. So that's 6. This one's 2 as well. Ba't ang halong RAM type kasi? Ang malaki buhay. So I only have that much. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4. Kulang ako ng isa. You know what? That's okay. Let's start.
This is gonna be fun.
Una naman siya. Ganon.
I'm up.
Go.
That's it for me. Time to make my move.
You do that. Oh, choking on one done.
You're up, Red.
Interesting. Itulak natin to. 3 damage. 5 pa yan.
I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
And why did you place your piece there? Well, bakit ba lang? If I overcharge this, I can kill that. So let's do that.
One less piece on the board. My turn.
Let's see.
Knocked right off the board. That's it for me. Off the board it goes.
Yes, it does.
Oh, you hit that weak spot all right.
Overcharge.
My turn.
Oh.
You're up, Red.
Cool. Maybe not far enough, yeah?
That was brutal.
Not really. Okay, kunin na natin yan.
Well,
Wala
spark
mo.
my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I say.
What price? Yo. I appreciate it. Nice. Thanks for liking people. That's it. We're done.
Come
here.
back anytime, Ray.
Not gonna do that though. Let's check our quests. Oh, I'm going to go. Let's see. Where do we go now? Okay, something happened to the game. Am I not supposed to press that? Shit. No. Oh, it's just a black screen. What happened? Oops. Need to charge my controller though. Hindi pala pwede. Sorry. Let's go back. Ba't ganun? No! Okay, we ran into a problem. Yes, we did. After all of that, we now have a black screen. I hate it. Ba't naman ganun, sir? Be right back. What if I do that? Press this. Hey. Schmuckaroo. What's wrong? We'll be right back.